That one sentence almost made Joanne's heart shatter. Nat really believed that she was ugly. But she just wasn't. She was one of the most beautiful people she'd ever seen. Jo sighed. "Come on," she said, helping Nat up off the floor and onto the chair in front of the mirror. She delicately lifted up her chin with her hand. There were still tears in her soft blue eyes. She couldn't help but feel that they were almost connected. Jo got the packet of wipes from the table and began to carefully wipe the makeup from Nat's alluring face. Nat wouldn't make eye contact. She felt too self-conscious. Once all the makeup was off her striking features, Joanne wrapped her arms around the Aussie beauty protectively. Natalie hugged her back. She may not like accepting help, but she felt safe with Joanne, like she would never judge her for anything. Jo stood behind Natalie so that they could both see each other. "See," Joanne said. "Beautiful." "Do you really think I am?" she asked, full of innocence. "I know you are, both inside and out. You mean a lot to a lot of people, Natalie." Nat sighed in disbelief. She didn't at all believe that she was of any significance to anyone. Catching Oksana's attack proved to her that she was worthless. People would tell her that she was loved and that she was cared about, but it always came off as them just trying to make her feel better, as opposed to genuinely believing what they were saying. "Jo, let's be honest, no one cares about me," Natalie said, more silent tears rolling down her face. Joanne's heart nearly broke with that sentence. She cared more about her than she would ever be able to know. Jo would do anything for her. The truth was, since the series started, their friendship was on a tilt. Jo put it off. They hadn't seen each other in a while. Maybe that was it, but it couldn't have been. They had a solid bond with one another. If anything, it was stronger. It, for some reason though, felt awkward. To call each other a friend didn't seem enough, like they were somehow more than that. But what else could they be, other than, well, something more? There was no other way of phrasing it. "Right, come on, Nat, look at me," Jo said, guiding Natalie out of the chair so that they were both stood up, looking into each other's blue eyes. "You're cared about, by me more than anyone," Joanne let slip. She didn't mean to say that. She didn't even expect to say that. God, she didn't even know how much she meant it until she said it. "You care about me?" Natalie questioned. Joanne sighed. She did. She cared so much. Possibly she might. Oh God. It's out there now. She can't take it back. And she wouldn't want to. But she's only human, and she's scared that Nat won't care about her, feel the same. Of course I care, just do me a favour," Jo replied. It was now or never. "Anything." Joanne takes a deep breath. This was it. "Please, tell me that you love me," she says quietly. Natalie was left speechless. Joanne loved her, as in love, as in the strongest of emotions, towards her. Joanne felt the same that Natalie always had. "I love you," she replied softly. Wow, Jo wasn't expecting to hear that. There was so much meaning in it too. I mean, she asked her to say it, but that's not to believe she believed Natalie actually would say it. Natalie loves her, the way Jo had been in love with her for years. "I love you too," Joanne said back, stepping closer, resting her hands on Natalie's strong yet graceful shoulders. Nat placed her hands on Joanne's slim waist, happy at how physically close they were. They both smiled. "I don't know what to say," Nat admits, still smiling widely. "Then don't say anything," Jo says. She leans in closer, moving one hand onto Nat's cheek. The two kiss, slowly but passionately. They were happy, which is the most single important thing in someone's life. Joanne pulls back, still holding on to the woman she loves. She thought she was so beautiful and so perfect. "I've just won Strictly, you know. Aren't you going to congratulate me?" she says. "What? I've already said congrats." Nat begins, but stops mid-sentence when she sees the obvious smirk on her lover's face. "Dirty girl," she scolds playfully. They kiss again. They were in love. End of chapter 3. I will be back soon with chapter 4. Hopefully sooner rather than later. I have been very busy recently and I've had other videos to film as well as this, but I'm hopefully going to film more soon, and yeah, so I'll be back with chapter 4 soon. Bye!